Thank you.
Aww.
Death.
And we're back with more Emperor's text-to-speech. This episode seems to be about the age of apostasy, which, if I remember correctly, happened after the Horus Heresy. The Imperium of Man isn't exactly a stranger to bloody civil war. But of course, before we begin, make sure to go and support the original creator. I'll have each episode that I react to today linked in the description, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe to them.
Really?
Yes, my lord.
This happened?
On behalf of all mankind, I'm really sorry, my lord. I truly am really sorry.
I'm really sorry, bro.
Gain a hold of mankind and grow to become a state religion of the Imperium, becoming this fucking ecclesiarchy thing. And then people start to cut their own fucking screen out, waving it around and throwing it at people, all in a pool of their own jizz and blood, to profess their love for me.
Yeah. Oh man, the Imperium of Man really let themselves go after the Emperor got. Isn't 40k such a wonderful setting?
Really sorry.
And then you let some power-hungry motherfucking bureaucrat become the master of both the administratum and that overly dominant ecclesiarchy rock shit, effectively controlling all our hot, leathery assassins from the Officio Assassino.
Hot, leathery assassins? I can't deny that is true.
All asshole psychers in the Adeptus Astra Telepathica. Oh, and our flashlight guys as well. And then this balls-to-the-walls paramount of imperial incompetence that has become your leader starts to kill and torture anyone and everyone he feels like because it makes his bureaucrat balls tingle with delight, initiating a massive, totally pointless purge of all mankind. And in addition, he did all this with the most evil fucking name I've ever heard.
What was his name?
Seriously, how could you ever trust a guy with that name?
Yeah, the Emperor kind of has a point. This is a pretty deep, dank lore that I'm not knowledgeable of quite yet. So I guess this is the part where I'm going to be learning the lore from the episodes rather than me knowing about it beforehand. So from what I can gather from that little section was that, this guy, I'm not going to even recite his name, rose to power. He basically got control of everything because everybody was just a religious zealot. And things went really bad. I wonder how it ended, though.
G-O-G-E, Vandire. That name is just screaming I'm going to take your eyes sockets and put my penis into them.
Oh my god.
Look, my lord. The events of the Age of Apostasy is all a great shame upon the Imperium, but he was brought to justice in the end. Why, I was even there when it happened. Several Astartes chapter masters and the Mechanicus Fabricator General came around and told us what Vandire had been up to all this time. And then we helped out by conveying the truth of the matter to the leader of Vandire's bodyguards, the Brides of the Emperor, by directing her straight to you. Why, I remember it all like it was yesterday.
The sacred God Emperor himself, upon the golden throne of Terra. He is so beautiful. I've never seen anything as graceful and bewitching in all my life.
I know, right? And we get to clean his entire body several times a week.
That is not creepy at all. Bros, if I end up dying someday, please don't put me on a throne and wash my body every single day. Just let me be. Oh no, I wonder what the Emperor's gonna have to say about this.
I'm so unfathomably jealous I could burn you all right now. But I won't, so don't worry. But still...
Right. Anyway, as you can see, Vandire's not the one you're supposed to be looking up to. He doesn't do anything but deceive to gain more power. He is a madman.
What is she doing?
His reign of blood must be stopped.
Is she just looking at the Emperor?
Listening?
Huh? I'm sorry, I spaced out. The Emperor has some quite divine-looking abs.
I mean, thanks? Like, what do you say in that kind of situation? Look, I'm just gonna leave it at, I'm not gonna yuck anyone else's yuck. If that's what you're into, then go for it. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, but then again, you're probably hurting a lot of people.
Actually, those are just bones jutting out. But anyway, I know you have served Van Dyer for a long time, but his megalomaniacal ways has come to an end.
Oh. Okay. You have committed the ultimate heresy. Not only have you turned your back on the Emperor and stepped from his light, you have profaned his name and almost destroyed everything he has striven to build. You have perverted and twisted the path he has laid for mankind to tread. As your own decrees have stated, there can be no mercy for such a criminal. I renounce your lordship. You walk in the darkness and cannot be allowed to live. Your sentence has been long overdue, and now it is time for you to die.
I don't have time to die. I'm too busy.
I mean, that could be a pretty badass line to say at the end of your life, like, I'm too busy to die. Is it badass? I don't know. But I mean, isn't this just such a classic ending for really, like, any kind of civil war or uprising or religious movement, I guess? You kind of end up getting executed by your own followers for committing heresy to the thing that you kind of established. I'm pretty sure at this point in the 40k universe, heresy is just a trigger word for everybody.
I think I remember that too. Some girl came in here and stared at me with depraved, flustered eyes. If I had the proper bodily components left, I would probably have gotten a fairly insecure boner.
I don't blame you. I don't know how I would feel. Oh.
Adaptosauritis for you.
You haven't made female space marines, have you?
Huh? Oh. No, that isn't even possible.
Oh my god.
Deviant artists of pen and parchment has ever come up with something like that. Even then, if we didn't catch one of them.
Dude, the timing. Wow. That was... Well, that happened. Yeah, I don't know. But after seeing that tweet, I know a lot of people have, like, differing opinions about it. Some to quite extremes on either end. But I'm like, are you really gonna rewrite lore right here and right now in one tweet? And then, like, what about the Sisters of Battle? What about the Sisters of Silence? Like, are we just gonna ignore them? But yeah, I don't know. It's just something I don't want to get myself involved into too much. I'm just here to enjoy the lore, not question the questionable decisions that GW makes. But oh well. Moving on. That was... Oh man, that joke.
It's good. The Adeptus Astartes can only contain males. No girls allowed. They are yucky.
Whatever you say, my lord.
So, what's up with this Inquisition thing?
Oh boy.
Oh, well, here we go.
Actually, I think I have to go now.
Stop. You were telling me about this Inquisition thing.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, the Inquisition.
I think that's your regular everyday meal of 1,000 sacrificed souls being prepared. Better go and check on it.
What was that?
Nothing,
What?
my lord. Nothing at all. I'll just go now. What the?
Oh,
You are not going anywhere until you tell me about the Inquisition.
How did you do that?
Have you forgotten?
he has psyker
I'm the
powers.
fucking Emperor.
Yeah.
I sit around and randomly shit out warp storms daily because I have nothing better to do. Now,
I guess
tell me.
so. Good enough reason. Oh, where are you going?
Why are there so many monsters?
I think I shat out at least 5 warp storms during that presentation. Really? What the fuck
Oh
have you all
no.
become? Labor camps and sterilizations? Murder
Yeah.
villains over their superstition? Excommunication of actually loyal Astartes? Have thousands of Imperial planets and its valuable assets destroyed because some bypassed with barbed wire and accidentally summoned a demon or two.
What? What? What is that in reference to? Is it maybe the word bearers? The guys who are like super religious, the Space Marines, and they summon demons? I know there are some Space Marine chapters that like summon demons and put them into weapons and then use them as weapons. Or like summon them into their body. I think that's the right one. But I mean, humanity just really isn't doing very well, is it? Or has it ever? It has. But that was a long, long time ago.
Be painfully hypocritical and use xenos and demonic weaponry and aid in order to carry across my will? Use techno-monkeys?
But, my lords, the Inquisition's work has saved mankind on numerous occasions. Like during the High Fleet Leviathan crisis, where the Inquisitor known as Cryptman stepped forward. The Tyranids, which he had previously named them, had managed to outmaneuver the Imperium, but thanks to Cryptman, their threat was abolished. He had managed to have a Magos concoct a poison against the Tyranids, which they then managed to defeat them entirely with.
Am I gonna have to start writing a list over things I don't know what the fuck you are talking about because what in the balls are a Tyranid?
Wait, the Emperor doesn't know what a Tyranid... Oh, wait, no. They were a more recent threat, right? That came from the far reaches of the galaxy. And apparently, if I remember correctly, there are also some evidence suggesting that the Tyranids are running from something, which I am incredibly scared to figure out what that is if the Tyranids are running from it. Also, I'm gonna quickly move to the left side of the screen. And there we go. It should be better.
Right. It's kind of nasty. But still, it was quite heroic of him.
And how much did this threat cost to abolish?
Well, let's just say he didn't have the luxury to count the cost. Anyway, there was also one time during the First War of Armageddon where the Grey Knights helped the Space Wolves fight off a demon Primarch.
Oh yeah, Grey Knights.
Sensitive about the Primarch thing. I really don't need more of this.
Now you are bringing out those fucking Grey Knights again. With that stupid ass baby carrier Dread Knight thing.
No! Grey Knights are cool!
Yes, but truly the Space Wolves received great aid from the Grey Knights in their battle.
And then what?
What do you mean?
What happened after the battle had ended?
Well... The Space Wolves kind of wanted to save the survivors of the war, but the Inquisition sort of wanted to put them into labor camps and sterilize them and have them die off, which the... Space Wolves didn't really like that much, so, Well, there was a Cold War, and the Grey Knights betrayed the Space Wolves, and some shit happened, but that isn't important.
Yeah.
Because, well, one time the Grey Knights stopped a bloodthirst using an ancient, very dangerous technology known as the Blood Tide from destroying a world, and it was truly glorious.
And then what?
Oh shit, they killed a massive amount of innocent sisters of battle and adorned their armor in their blood, but...
Just
Oh!
Stop.
Oh my
This organization,
god.
however it came to fucking be, was obviously pure, concentrated, whole-brain stupidity. And whoever came up with the idea to create it in the first place is obviously a fucking idiot. They walk around and do whatever they fucking feel like while laughing really snarky at the plebeian communities they see before them, all while having themselves and all their troops ornate in loads of fucking shiny shit and skulls to look so emperor worshipping when really they are just creeps in trench coats. And that is all they will ever be. Now, ready yourself, send this message to the scribes. I want it sent to every corner of the fucking galaxy. I, the Emperor of Mankind, hereby make my official decree that all organizations contained within the Holy Orders of the Emperor's Inquisition and the Adeptus Ministorum shall be disbanded and removed from existence. All who work for either organization shall return to their sector of birth and work there as a regular citizen once more. All who refuse shall be branded renegades until they have given up their futile strive to conquer the galaxy in the name of their dogmatic religion. Signed, the Emperor of Mankind.
Yes! I shall go ahead and do that immediately, my lord. I'll be back when I'm finished.
I can't wait to see how this ends up.
Seriously, how could an organization like this spring into Exista? Wait a moment, I remember something.
What do you remember?
Shit fuck. This can't be for real. Malcador.
Malcador? Wait, who? Nani?
Malcador Carlos.
What is it? Do not waste my time. I'm very busy initiating exterminatus on this mining world. But not giving me the shiny shit we need. Seriously, we can't have soldiers walking around without
Of course you would do that.
A very important message has been sent to you directly from Holy Terra itself.
What is it about?
Here, read it.
What? This is heresy!
Oh no. Heresy mentioned. It's over, my dudes. Right, give me a second to search up Malcador. Okay, so to summarize things, Malcador is basically the Emperor's right-hand man. The joke there was because he established the Inquisition and the Grey Knights. During the Horus Heresy, he basically sat upon the Golden Throne in the Emperor's place in order to hold back the demons and whatnot. And then he kind of perished because of that. He was also apparently, like, the most powerful Psyker, only beneath the Emperor. Hopefully that was an accurate enough summary. If I missed out on any details, please let me know. This is just from a quick Google search.
My lord, the deed has been done. And it took a fuckload of time. At least 3,000 scribes died, and I somehow managed to get a headache in the process. But the message has been sent to all inquisitorial and ecclesiarchal organizations in the galaxy.
Alright. Let's see what this does.
My lord? Hello? Are you awake?
My lord, I have completed the mission you entrusted me.
Is this Malcador?
Traveled the galaxy and found these 12 individuals of character, skill, and determination. Please, if you will oversee them, I will be ready to make my sacrifice.
You have done well, my faithful servant. I trusted you to find me the most inquisitive and trustworthy this galaxy has to offer, and you succeeded. I approve of your selection, Malcador.
Yeah, it is Malcador, okay.
Thank you, my lord. These individuals will lay the foundation for the eternal watchmen of the Imperium. They were rooting out heresy and keeping mankind away from the abyss that is chaos.
The Inquisition,
Now
yeah.
that my final duty has come to an end, I shall make my final sacrifice for you, my Emperor.
Behold the greatest sacrifice of our age. Malcador the Sigilant is no more. Henceforth, he shall always and only ever be Malcador,
Malcador the hero?
The hero.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. What are you doing?
My lord, you're awake?
Of course I am, you fuckstudies. Can't you see when people are having dramatic flashbacks?
Difficult to see.
Anyway,
when you're
the
not
deed
the
has been
viewer.
done. The message has been conveyed.
Good. How they dare shit upon a sacrifice that my most loyal servant ever made by turning the organization he laid the foundation for into an elitist shitfest is inexcusable.
Excuse me, my lord. I don't think I follow.
Malcador, the hero, previously known as Malcador the Sigillate.
Yeah.
He was my bro for life, and the first High Lord
Bro
of
for
Terra.
life!
He was the one who ruled and spread the word of the Imperium in my stead while I was tinkering with his throne.
Honestly, Bro for life Malcador was probably closer to the Emperor than his own wife. I'm still kind of unclear about the lore regarding the Emperor's wife. There was that whole thing with like, oh no, Chaos made all the Primarchs kind of, blast off into space, into different places. And then in another version, it's like, oh no, the Emperor's wife is the one who did that. And nobody's ever really talked about her in depth. I guess maybe there just isn't too much lore about it, but it's pretty unclear. But I think Malcador might have been mentioned actually. because the name seemed familiar. I think it was in Wes Hammer's 40k timeline video, where Malcador was like the guy who was always with the Emperor ever since the beginning, right? I think it might have been him, but I could be misremembering the name.
If it weren't for that disappointment of a son Magnus the Bookworm, who just had to fall to the temptations of chaos, and sent a brain-shattering psychic phone call to me with his powers, the barriers that protected my greatest project, the webway of mankind, wouldn't have been ruined, and Malcador wouldn't have had to make his sacrifice.
Yeah.
Oh. So, everything is Magnus's fault?
Definitely. If I could, I'd brutally spend...
Wait a minute. Oh, I don't think it was Magnus's fault. Magnus tried to warn the Emperor, right? Am I remembering this correctly? But then everybody thought that it was his fault, and then ultimately he was like, okay, well, shit, everybody hates me now, so I guess I'm just gonna go and join Chaos. Yeah, it's a tragic story, yet again, for one of the Primarchs.
Magnus until his ass would turn so red that his face would look pale in comparison.
Ah, I see.
Come to think of it, is Magnus still alive?
Last time I heard he's
He
Demon
is,
Prince
I
now,
believe.
residing in the Eye of Terror on the planet of the Sorcerers.
Sounds really fucking nerdy, just like him. Later,
Dang.
I want you to send those Ultramarine Smurfs there and try to get a hold of Magnus and then bring them here to me. If they fail, they'll at least not be so fucking snobby anymore, and if they succeed, I'll get to spank Magnus so it's all good.
Very well,
Yeah,
my lord.
win-win.
I'll remember to tell someone that.
Now, I wonder how the disbanding of all those shitty cult organizations is going.
Not good. Not good.
There is no doubt about it, fellow Inquisitors. Whoever sent this message is a heretic.
Oh no.
Is a heretic on Terra, pretending to be the holy god emperor of mankind.
This must be the work of demons.
A cult. It must be a cult.
Yes, a gene stealer cult.
We cannot let this heretic keep doing what he is doing.
We can't execute it. Holy Terra, right?
I don't think so. That would be kind of counterintuitive.
Oh my god, all these Inquisitors are just fat shit crazy. Why is everybody so weird and uptight? Well, working their job, I guess you can understand in, like, the state that the universe is in. Yeah. But I mean, I can see it. Like, if the Emperor of Mankind actually did come back and, like, talk to people and told them that they were just crazy, people would probably just brand him as a heretic.
Counterintuitive? What the fuck does that mean?
We cannot perform exterminatis of holy Terra yet. But what we can do is send an inquisitorial representative there as one of the High Lords of Terra, and then argue with the rest of the High Lords until they allow us to perform a thorough search and purge of our planet.
Oh, that sounds real good.
It'll be like an annual exterminatus, with more door kicking and burning buildings.
Maybe we can shake
These
his terrorists
people.
at two while we're at it.
Now, my brothers and sisters, radical or Puritan, the only thing you need to do is vote for me as your inquisitorial representative. I will travel with my feet to Terra, find the culprit who's behind these messages, and kill you for the Emperor.
Killed the Emperor for the Emperor. Now that's a big brain move. They really love their exterminatus. Oh, it's the Smurfs!
Greetings, Honorable Battle Brother! Did you hear the news? Indeed I did, Honorable Battle Brother! We have received a mission from Holy Terra itself! That is right, Honorable Battle...
Oh man, it's so campy, but I love it. Honorable Battle Brother. I'm sure, like, in actual combat, like, if we're going for all seriousness, we're probably not going to refer to each other as Battle Brother at the end of every single sentence. But I can imagine them doing it. It's kind of that lightheartedness sometimes, and just funny over-the-topness that 40k has in its grim, dark universe. Somehow it works. And it's great that it works.
It is our time once again to prove ourselves as Ultramarines. And with pride and honor, we shall succeed, and we will never fail our sacred duties. After all, the greatest of them all are the Ultramarines.
Soon enough I should stop hearing their constant fucking chanting in my head. I've been hearing it for so long that I'm starting to feel like I have warp traveled on fucking bicycle.
I'm still not certain about this idea, my lord.
Are you defying me?
No, absolutely not. I was just thinking, since the Ultramarines are one of the greatest forces in the galaxy, are you 100% certain that sending them to their imminent doom on a planet of the sorceress is a good idea?
Look, my child. I know you are fucking stupid, but I am your father, and you should never argue against your father, because he always knows best. Isn't that right?
Of course!
That's a good custodes. Your intelligence is growing remarkably fast, just like your father's.
Oh, well, thank you.
Aww.
Dad.
Oh, God. What is going on? It's such a weird father and son relationship, but I mean, technically true, but also, I guess everybody just has daddy issues. All the Space Marines. Everyone. Poor guys.
Now, prepare your cleansing equipment. My eye lobes are itching like they are infected by a fucking Death Eater virus.
Yikes.
Also, bring my Centurion.
Oh yeah, your Centurion. You gotta have him sit on your lap. This isn't looking good.
Hey, Lords of Terra, we're gathered here
Why did they give him this voice? It works.
today to discuss the most pressing matter, the survival of the Imperium of Man, such that we have never seen before. Should we outlaw the use of laxatives to everyone but us?
Yes.
Because my poo has been really hard and dusty lately.
I am the law, and I think that not only should we outlaw laxatives, we should also get a new shipment of prune cakes.
So this is what the government does. No wonder why nothing ever gets done. Even 40k years, they're still doing the same thing. Also, is the guy above me supposed to be, RoboCop? I don't know. It kind of vaguely reminds me of that.
Because that really helps out with how your bowels dance out poo.
I disagree. Our generals need to poo in several rare places to command the flashlights of crime. And the workers in the t-shirt factory's gotta do that too. Can I my guys go into battle with their fucking skillets, can I?
I think that this is a dumb discussion.
I wonder what Mechanicus would be like, the game Mechanicus, if all the Mechanicus were voiced like this. It would turn from a turn-based strategy game to a comedy. This also makes me think of that auto-tune guy from, what was it? Invincible. Any of you guys who've seen the show probably know who I'm talking about.
Biological types that are guiding and direct. That was replaced with servo skulls.
Why would you replace it with a servo skull?
It isn't funny anymore. First, you make fun of my hat on a daily basis, and now you send this emperor-damned message throughout the entire Imperium. Why?
Can you quiet down, Towerhead? I can't hear you.
We didn't send anything, I think, did we?
I don't know. Who am I again? I forgot.
Well, if you didn't send the message, who did? Someone is obviously being very mean.
Oh, stop your whining, Decius. Can't you see that we're having a very important discussion about who here?
This must be the
True.
20,000th time you've had that discussion.
Oh my god, you guys.
374, to be exact.
Back in my day, people didn't count with numbers.
What did they count with?
Good old-fashioned cultures to count.
That makes sense, actually.
Perhaps we should
Like, legitimately.
Oh yeah!
Well, I'm gonna go back to the Ecclesiarchal Palace and figure out which one of you pruneheads ordered this message to be sent around. The Ecclesiarchy is not disbanding, and that's that.
My lords, the Inquisitorial representative has arrived.
The Inquisitorial representative? I hate that person.
Ah, the Inquisition? Very well. What name does he go by?
Lord Inquisitor Fyodor Karamazov, sir.
What? Karamazov?
The look of horror already on his face. So fitting.
I feel thoroughly refreshed now. Chain halberds truly do wonders.
My lord, I've been thinking a little. When Magnus tried to contact you, what did he try to tell you?
Are you siding with chaos now?
No, my lord. I'm just pondering it. But I'm thinking...
Maybe Magnus was trying to help you.
Magnus was actually trying to warn you about Horus's fall.
Okay.
If that was the case, then Magnus wouldn't have had to send his message to you if Horus hadn't fallen.
Yes.
And Horus wouldn't have fallen if the chaplain Erebus wouldn't have tempted him to join Chaos.
Right.
Yeah.
And Erebus wouldn't have kept turning Primarchs to the ways of Chaos unless he hadn't tempted Lorgar over to his side together with the Wordbearer's first company captain, Corpharaon.
Correct.
Yeah.
So by that logic, wouldn't this all actually be Erebus and Corpharaon's fault?
Now you are just talking out of your ass. As I said earlier, everything is Magnus's fault.
Of course.
Oh my god.
By the way, while you were sending that message to the Ultramarines, did you also tell them to cut Hurleman's life support?
I'm sorry, my lord. I kind of forgot about that.
Do that later, then you should boot. Speaking of which, I need you to explain something to me.
What is it, my lord?
Why are you the only one ever visiting me?
That's a good question, actually. Who are you? I guess we're just gonna have to wait till next episode for that. Man, these are so good. And we're only up to episode 6 here, but we're already starting to see some improvements in just the humor and the quality a little bit. I can't wait to get to the much later seasons and see where that is currently. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.